Hey folks, how's it going? We're checking out more Afterlife. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. Now the last episode was mostly heavy, man. Then finding out that Brian was a hoarder because his wife left him. He said some funny stuff, but I thought it'd be a lot funny when he made it to his house. It actually just ended up being sad. That he even said suicide is too good for him. So that was depressing. The new girl, I forget her name, her telling Tony how he's like breaking her heart and how he can still be happy and stuff. That was sad. Matt telling Tony he won't be able to see his son anymore if he continues to do goofy stuff like threaten kids. That scene was still kind of funny, but it was sad because, you know, Tony teared up and it showed that he cared about Matt's son and he wanted to see him. Probably one of the few happy things in his life. He actually wanted to fix his behavior because of it. It was a lot of sad stuff. And then ending with him hanging out with Daphne on the bench after finding out that her friend passed away. So mostly sad. I'll say the funniest moment was Brian calling his wife a whore while doing a puppet show, saying that he claims anything that comes in his house right before they're about to walk in or right when they walked in, I think it was. That was creepy and funny. And not just the best scene in the last episode, but one of the best scenes I've seen in the series was him slurping up that breast milk and Tony getting sick. That was hilarious to me. And her saying she makes bread out of vaginal yeast. So gross, man. So yeah, man, let's see what happens in this episode. Let's go ahead and jump into it, folks. We'll talk about it more at the end.
I've had the best life. And I couldn't have wished for a better bloke. But the world's going to carry on without me. And so are you. Have fun. And I want you to meet someone else.
It's like, nah, son.
Someone nearly as lovely as me. Nearly.
Hello.
Hello, you.
You alright?
Yeah?
What are you doing?
Twitter.
Right, got a good lead for you. Local baby looks exactly like Adolf Hitler.
That's pretty good. I like to see that. Oh, no.
Yeah. Ooh.
So, is that a birthmark?
Oh no, it's eyeliner. We did it with marker pen at first, but it took ages to get off.
Yeah, I mean, this way we can do it when we want, then wipe it off if we need to.
It wasn't born with its hair combed forward and a moustache, was it?
Nor was Hitler, to be fair.
Good point. What I'm saying is, it's not a revelation, is it? I mean, to get in the paper. Baby born
To
that
just
looks
put
a
it
bit
in the
like
paper.
Hitler, mildly interesting, if it had a real moustache. But you can draw a moustache on any baby and it looks a bit like Hitler.
Not a black one. Not as much.
No. Well, then you'd probably
No.
do a little Robert Mugabe. Something.
Yeah, or Chinese one, we probably do Kim Jong-un or something.
Yeah.
Take a picture.
Yep. This is fun.
So, will people do literally anything to get in the local paper then?
It's a laugh, isn't it?
It was funny.
Yeah. See?
He's
They
still
should get
loving
him a
it.
passport now, so he's stuck with that photo for 10 years.
Right.
Go on.
If you're atheist
I am.
and you don't believe in an
I
afterlife,
don't.
if you don't believe in heaven and hell and all that, why don't you just go around raping and murdering as much as you want?
I do. I do go around raping and murdering as much as I want, which is not at all.
Because he's got a conscience.
One day you'll eat your last meal, smell your last flower, hug your friend for the very last time. You might not know it's the last time, so that's why you should do everything you love with passion, you know? Treasure the few years you've got, because that's all there is.
I watched Ride Along 2 5 times.
Well, you
Yes,
haven't wasted your
man.
life then.
Absolutely not. No. Love Kevin Hart.
So glad he got that
Everything
other
about it.
conversation.
It's humour. It's comedy. It's films.
Comedy films mainly.
Mainly, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever gets you through. Well, thanks for coming over.
Pleasure.
She's so weird.
You're my boy. You drew on the wallpaper, didn't you?
When I was 7. You remember that?
Your mum's furious.
She was.
Don't worry about it. Got a spare roll down the shed. I'll do it tomorrow.
You did it already, Dad. You did it the next day.
Yeah. I'll do it tomorrow.
I love you, Dad.
Gay.
That was sweet and funny.
Thank you for annoying me every day, without fail. Your banal questions, they distracted me.
Yeah.
So, cheers.
He found some positivity in
What
everything.
he's on about.
I think he's being nice.
Save a weirder.
And cheers, Matt. Thanks for never giving up. Hi. I was wondering if you wanted to go out for a drink or a meal.
Oh,
I'm not mad anymore. I'm a bit mad. But no madder than anyone else.
Is she gonna turn him down?
I don't know if it's the right thing.
Okay.
Well, I mean, can I say I'll think about it?
Yep. I'll take that. Think about it. That's good. There's hope. Hope is everything.
I don't know what to say.
Just say yes. Are you?
Am I happy?
Yeah.
Yes. I had the most wonderful life with Stan. And I have all those memories. That's all we are anyway, really, memories. And Stan had a wonderful life too. And he's not in any pain. Doesn't even know it's over. I do. But I'd rather live missing him than for him to live missing me. That's how much I love him.
I'd go back to 1998 and
Hard
punch
not to
Gavin
do.
Tilly in the face for looking at Lisa.
For looking at her.
It was the way he looked at her. He winked. She ignored it. I pretended I hadn't seen it. I knew it was wrong to punch him, but also I think I was embarrassed about being jealous over something. So, but now, I wish I'd punched him in the face. I found myself ranting about how life's worth living today at work for the first time since Lisa died. And that's your fault. I'm gonna carry on saying and doing what I want and punishing the world, but I'm gonna punish people who deserve it. I'm gonna use my superpower for good. Because when I was doing and saying exactly what I wanted, it always felt better when it was also the right thing to do. I mean, if you're a good person, doing things you want to do is the same as doing good.
And you're a good person, and I'd really rather you didn't kill yourself. You may not like living much, but you make the world a better place. And don't give up, because then they've won. And they grow in numbers.
Who?
Arseholes, you know, like Gavin fucking Tilly.
Gavin fucking Tilly. Oh.
Do you like him? Do you know, I've worked in this job for, God, 25 years. And I mean, I've seen lonely people, people dying, people in pain, people who've got nothing. And yet, I don't think I've ever met anyone quite as sad as him. And he did it to himself. It's like, I don't know, it's like he's trying to like turn his heart into stone so that he wouldn't actually feel anything, because it was just all really painful for him. And yet, he still manages to make me laugh. Hi. Right. Let's go for that drink then.
Really?
Yeah. Do you want to go to the pub or?
Thank you. Sorry.
Hey,
What?
you are human.
I'm getting there.
Man, dude, another heavy episode. Out of all that sad stuff, the thank you is what got me. Because it felt like, I don't know, he was doing all this nice stuff, and that rejection would have undid everything, all the progress he made. Would have made him lose hope again. So that thank you was really heavy to me. That was sad. But I think part of it was because I love this relationship with Maggie and Extras as well, and seeing her in this and seeing her become like a love interest. I think it's pretty cool. Even though I didn't want to see him get with Maggie and Extras. I like the platonic friendship they had in Extras. I like that they didn't take like that easy way out to like force romance in that show. I like that he kept just a really cool, fun, loving friendship with her, and I thought it was fantastic. I love the way it ended and everything. But I really think that kind of carried over to this show, that now they're two completely different characters, and it would be nice to actually see him find somebody who's really kind become like the love interest, you know? Even if things don't completely work out, it'd be just cool to see him kind of get back on that horse. I felt a lot of pressure watching this episode because I didn't know if she's gonna say yeah, no, and I kind of felt bad for Tony because he's trying now. He's not just being an asshole. Even though it's entertaining to watch throughout the series, he made a lot of progress in this episode. So there wasn't a lot of commentary for me in this one. I was just really kind of just immersed in the episode. I feel like this was a really good episode. Him making this big change, him thanking all his co-workers and friends for being there for him in whatever capacity they could. Like, so that was a really good moment between him and the nurse for the love of God. I can't think of her name. And I thought it was very sweet. He walked in, he looked a little nervous, and then him saying thank you for her saying yeah, and almost tearing up. That got me. I actually shed one tear. I had to wipe it away, trying to hold it in. I'm not sure if that scene got anybody else, but that got me, even with all the other sad stuff in here. The one that almost got me though, before that, was when his dad was like, "You're my boy." Yeah, dude, this is getting tough. I'm getting prepared. I was unprepared for the other times that it happened, and I didn't have tissue by me. Now I keep tissue by me now with these shows, man, because I have to be prepared. In Only Fools, I didn't have any tissue, so I can use my hands and my shirt, which is difficult. They got me. They got one tear. To know the rest in. You know, a lot of shows and movies they use music to kind of do the heavy lifting as opposed to just pulling you into a moment and, you know, actually working hard to draw emotion out of you. And this show uses sad music similar to like what they did in Derek and stuff like that. I know for some people it's cheesy. I feel like they found a pretty good balance with it. The music isn't doing all the heavy lifting. It's just a part of what elicits the emotion out of you, you know? I hope you guys get what I mean when I say some movies should just let music do all the heavy lifting as opposed to like naturally creating that moment with their writing and the dialogue and stuff, if that makes sense. Like I said, I'm not a movie reviewer or nothing like that, so I don't really know the actual terminology and stuff for it, but it's clear sometimes when they do that type of stuff and they try to elicit emotion out of you just by using a song. But I feel like this show and Derek does a decent job with balancing it. The Coldplay song in the last episode of season 1 of Derek was kind of, I can't remember what the term for it, I think a little right on the nose, you know? So I was like, I don't know. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't really cheesy, though. But yeah, man, I enjoyed this episode. We are done with season 1. I'm looking forward to season 2 to see how things go. Since, you know, Tony's made a change in his life and he's trying to be more positive. And even though he said he's not happy, he's not on the brink of killing himself anymore. So I'd like to see what else they do with all the characters and the relationships with the characters going forward. All right, guys, man, that is it. That is all for this one. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.